Hello and welcome to the 52nd installment of the Synapse Misfire Podcast. I'm your host, Chris, along with our co-host, Jordan.
I'm here, motherfucker. One year, baby.
Jordan, this is 1 year of podcasting. Holy shit.
And the only exciting thing we have at the moment is what, Chris?
Alex.
Yeah, that's not very exciting.
Not
No,
very
it
exciting.
isn't.
No.
Not the first time. You know the deal by now.
Yeah,
but it's 1 year,
That's
baby.
the only thing we have for 1 year. For now.
Bum, bum, bum. We're going camping.
We actually, we mentioned that already, so.
Yeah. So
Yeah, we're going look forward to that.
Yeah.
Big good time.
We didn't get it in time for exactly 1 year, but it will be slightly after 1 year.
Only by like a month or so.
Probably like a month. So, Jordan.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
If you wanted to listen to this podcast somewhere that wasn't YouTube, where could you go to listen to it without doing any work whatsoever other than going onto the app and looking up the podcast? Where are we natively?
Sure thing, Chris. We are natively on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Breaker, Radio Public, and as I've said a million times by now,
Pocket Casts.
He knew, baby. He knew. Pocket Cast, baby. So we're on Pocket Cast, my podcast app of choice. And always here on YouTube. So, shoot us a comment, a question, a concern, a death threat via email to synapsemisfire@pm.me or in the YouTube comment section if you're kind of, stupid.
Jordan, you forgot something.
What? The
We
RSS feed?
include our RSS feed in
But you
case you
said
don't
natively.
like any of those apps.
But you said natively.
Oh, god damn it. I've kind of fucked myself out.
But yes, as Chris was so kind to inform you, we also have an RSS feed. If you don't know what that is, I don't either, so it's fine. Just import it into your favorite app.
Yeah,
bitch.
it's like a thing. It's a link or whatever you put your favorite app. I'm a computer science major. I should know things like this, shouldn't I? Surely.
Yeah, you would think so. That might be something they would teach you.
Bro, I don't even know how to program, alright? I'm a fucking junior in this major.
Makes sense. But, yeah, what were you going to say?
I think you forgot something else.
What?
Radio Public. I don't think you said that.
I think
No,
I did.
I-
Breaker,
Did he?
Spotify. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Maybe. Who the
think
fuck
he-
uses Radio Public?
Yeah, it should
What
be
is
Radio Republic.
Yeah, it's a
Hey,
lame
he's
ass
on
name.
board with us. Hell yeah.
See? Because
Alliteration.
Yeah, because it makes sense.
It makes sense.
RR is a logo. No,
Yeah.
RP. What is it? Roleplay? The fuck?
Like from
Richard Peterson? The fuck?
Like from GTA, RP. What do they call it? Reputation points.
Yeah. Rip.
All right.
That was kind of hot. All right. Anyway, what do we got today, guys? What do we got?
Christ, I don't know.
What do you
I
want
don't
to
know.
kick it
I'm
off
just kind of here.
Alex just got told to come over. Like we didn't
Yeah.
even ask this time. Like we were like, "Hey, Alex,
Yeah, no, actually, we were like, yo, Alex,
you want to go
you
camping?"
need to be here.
Yeah, and I just came.
Well, we were like, "You want to go camping? Come with us. You need to help us pick out supplies." And he was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "And be on the show."
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Oh, and you need to stand around while Jordan helps you with my YouTube video.
Yeah.
yes, indeed, that did happen.
You might catch a glimpse of me just kind of standing there doing nothing.
I hope we
in
get
the
a glimpse of you
reflection.
with that sandwich.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
the glimpse of you eating that ham sandwich or whatever. You
It
got.
was a
Egg and cheese and a croissant.
a croissant, egg, and Swiss cheese sandwich.
That's fucking
for
awesome.
folks in the New England area. All of New England, I believe, all of the states have an Aroma Joe's. It is a coffee chain based in Maine, and it's nice. If you live in New England or are in the area, stop by one
Yeah.
time.
Nice people.
They're good coffee. They are good coffee.
Yeah.
They have good coffee.
I wouldn't know. I don't like coffee, so I got
How
a
was
sandwich.
that sandwich?
It's pretty good.
They have good sandwich too, and good donut. They were wet though.
Yeah, they were
Oh
some
my-
The
Those
donuts,
donuts.
the donuts were wet. There was so much glaze on them.
They were moist.
They
but
were
anyway,
big too.
I'll fucking kick it off since you pansies aren't.
All right.
You hear about the Dead Space remake?
No.
Dead Space 1 is being remade
Yes, I did hear that.
in the Frostbite engine, baby. I'm
You should
excited.
know I don't hear about video game news ever.
I'm
yeah,
excited.
I did hear about that.
Have you ever played Dead Space, Alex?
No, but I know a lot about Dead Space 1. Past that, no.
I wanted to play Dead Space 1. I've tried it numerous times. I'm like, yeah, this is fun.
Which
and then
one
I
was
always
the
fall
one
off.
that had the eye surgery scene in it? Was that 3
I
or
think
was
it
that
was
1?
2.
It's either 2 or 3.
Damn.
It's not 1. I know that for a fact.
I wanted to play it for a long time, and I haven't.
Yeah. It's a little
I've
dated
tried
now.
it, and I'm like, yeah, it's pretty good. But now I'm definitely gonna play it. But the problem is, it's not like Mass Effect where they did 1, 2, 3, and
They're
then they
just
have
doing one.
Andromeda. They're just doing one.
Ah, that sucks.
That's
So
kind of lame.
unless they do 2 and 3, I mean, I'm gonna go from brand new game essentially to
Yeah.
This like
2015
actually,
game.
I was looking into this. There is I was looking for a God of War because I was like, I don't want to fucking buy a PS3 so I can play all the God of War games. Like that's a pain in the ass. But there is a God of War remaster for PS4, but it's only God of War 3.
Yep. Only
oh
God of
yeah,
War 3.
yeah,
Only God of War 3. 1, 2, all the other ones, nothing.
Yep.
yep,
So
That
I'm
sucks.
fucked, basically. I gotta get a PS3 if I want to play all the games.
yep.
They're
That's
good
true.
games. God
They
of War
are.
3. Incredible game. I
Okay.
recommend.
Okay.
I do have to say though, I was always like, yeah, God of War's pretty cool, but the new one, that's more my cup of tea, baby.
I remember I rewatched some of like the parts of that game recently, is because I was like,
I need something badass.
that game had some epic fucking fights in it. Like when you fight the dragon, that part's really cool. Spoilers, by the way.
For this 2018 game, yes.
2018.
Really cool. And then I watched like part of the end. I'm like, that's interesting. Because there's but the voice acting is very good in that game.
Yes.
Like not necessarily like the voices picked are very good, and the actual acting
The delivery
is
of
very
it,
good.
yeah.
The delivery is incredible, which is like because I'm so used to like mediocre delivery now. Because like even fucking Cyberpunk, when V delivers lines, they're so weird.
It's so bad.
They're
In
so
what way?
weird most of the time. They're just it comes off like no human would speak like
Like
that.
you know it's somebody in a booth recording it.
Yeah, they're awkward.
Yeah. You would like the original God of War games because they're not like that. They are very in character.
Yeah, that's
They're
like,
a little over the top, but it's good.
or like fucking Valhalla is like that. The voice lines are so awkward. They're so weird.
Yeah.
Usually the tone, the pitch, it's all off for the scene. It's like
Exactly,
they
like-
told someone to say something but didn't tell them the context. So it's like
That's probably
Yeah.
exactly
they're
what happened.
talking to a friend, but then the person delivering it is like, "Oh, I'm playing a Viking." So they're like, "Hey, Chris."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like
it always
that's-
sounds like aggressive.
They
Yeah.
probably just gave him a big list of say these lines, and then
Yeah.
they did it in one
You know,
day and
it's
we're done with
weird,
it.
and I guess that's part of how they get out these games so quickly.
Yeah.
And you know what? That made sense too because if you ever look at God of War, the whole game's mocapped. So that made sense. Like
They're
remember,
in the scene.
do you
Yeah.
remember spoilers? But do you remember the scene where he tells Atreus he's a god?
Yeah.
And he's dragging the boat. If you look at the behind the scenes of that, it's Christopher Judge pulling a boat with the kid sitting in it, and he goes, "Boy," and he's like in the fucking scene,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
that's why it's so good because he drops the boat and turns around.
And obviously, like you can't mocap everything in like a 80-hour game
80-hour game. Yeah.
that you're gonna put out in a year.
Yeah.
Like
So
you
it
need
is,
to put in that's like a 2, 3, 4, 5 year development game,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So,
And that made sense. That's a good point, Alex. It really probably is just a dude sitting in a booth, like, okay, yep, okay, hey, Johnny, you know,
Yeah.
like,
And that's a big problem that people had with Oblivion. If you go and watch Oblivion gameplay, none of the
Yeah,
voices
they're
line
so
up to anything.
weird.
Because they gave the actors a big list in order of read these lines, no context. So nothing makes, it could be a completely serious thing and the dude does not sound serious at all.
you're like in a fight scene. He's like, hey, what's up, Chris? How you doing?
Or it could be somebody talking and it sounds like they're trying to kill each other.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's almost inferred by the actor. So whoever plays
Whatever they
Eivor,
think.
it's like, this sounds like an aggressive sentence. So let me
Yeah,
say it aggressively.
Instead of like giving them proper directions, they were like,
hey, you just fought in a battle. Now you're saying this.
yeah.
So then,
That's like the attention to detail that you get in like PS4 Spider-Man, and I don't know if Miles Morales is
swinging?
like this, where when you're swinging or you're like fighting, he'll deliver lines differently.
yeah. Did
They
you know that,
recorded
Alex?
each one twice.
No,
Every
I didn't.
line is recorded twice under exertion and just normal standing because if you're swinging or fighting, it'll deliver the exerted line. So it'll be like huffing and puffing or like barely finishing sentences, things like that.
And that was Miles Morales?
was both of
And
them.
the PS4.
Oh, both of them. Yeah.
Oh man,
Spider-
I never
gotta go
played
back and
Miles
play
Morales.
I gotta go back and play the DLC for the Spider-Man, like the PS4
It's good.
game.
It
I
is
do
good.
too.
And I want to play Miles Morales.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I gotta do that
is
too.
that is
That
good.
is on PS4, right?
Yeah, yep, it is very good. It's just more awesomeness. They
I don't know why I asked because you played it and you don't have a PS5.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah.
They, that's the point though. They need to deliver some context. So like, if it's a Valhalla line, it's like, oh, you just came out of battle. Maybe fucking make the actor do some jumping jacks for 25
that's real
seconds.
Because there is a part in Valhalla when I forget which chapter it is. You start, you like fist fight a bunch of people. I think it's London.
Yeah, when you first get there, and those guys
you
are talking
fist
shit.
fight a bunch of people, and then it's just like, yeah, that was a pretty good fight, huh? Instead of being like,
But
holy fuck.
but then there's other lines. There's other lines in Valhalla. This is why I love it, because it's so fucking cliche. But there's other lines in Valhalla where like Eivor will be running for 15 seconds in a cutscene, and then he stops talking. He's like, so Randvi. And it's like, dude, you just ran 15 seconds, but then you just came out of a war and you were fine.
And it's like you just came out of like you killed like 800 people without even stopping, and then you're just fine. You're like, oh, that was pretty intense, huh?
Oh, we almost lost that one.
Damn, that was a crazy battle. Damn, that's crazy, huh?
Yeah. And then you climb a hill, and he's like,
Yeah.
Turns into
fucking Valhalla, man. I love it. I love Valhalla for its charm. There's actually a new event in Valhalla at the moment.
Is there?
Yeah, the
I just stopped
Sid Rock
playing
event.
Valhalla, by the way.
Did you ever beat it?
No, I just I got decently far into the game, and I'm like, God, this is not really getting me anymore.
Yeah,
And then I just
you grew out
stopped
of it?
playing it. Yeah, because I started playing and I was like, and then I just stopped playing, and I haven't picked up the game since.
Yeah. You haven't played Valhalla, right, Alex?
No.
Yeah. You're
I don't
not a
think
big into
it's-
Assassin's Creed, right?
Not
Anymore?
Not anymore. No. When it was back in like Assassin's Creed 1, 2, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's about what I can say about it. I think I talked about this where it's like a what did I say, like a 6 out of 10 or something,
Yeah.
which is like above average, but it's not like
It's not like a
a
bad game.
fucking masterpiece.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a bad game, but it's also not for everybody.
Exactly.
Like,
and it's very long.
yeah.
It is a long game.
It is a very long
Yeah.
game.
And in a way that feels long. Not like Red Dead where it's a very long game, but it doesn't feel very long.
Yeah. If you play it certain ways. And the thing about Red Dead 2 is like, I find it so hard to pick anything bad about the game. Like, there's things I don't like, but it's like, it's just so outweighed by positivity that I don't see how anybody could genuinely play the game and not like it.
Can we
Yeah.
go back in the archives, all 52 episodes, all 1 year, and just take every time we discuss Red Dead 2 and put it into one video and see how much of the podcast, what percentage of the podcast is us talking about Red Dead 2?
I feel like we could do that,
It'd be a lot of watching.
but so not even so. Maybe what we could do, right, for year 2, hear me out. Year 2, we in the timestamps, I'll make a note when I'm editing every time we mention Red Dead, and then we'll be like, yeah, weird. Year 2, 400 hours of just Red Dead.
Yeah.
Even though there's 52 hours of content.
Yeah, there's like maybe 65, 70 hours of content in the year, and there's 400 hours of Red Dead talk somehow.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because I want to know the point at which we exceed the length of Red Dead 2 just in talking about Red Dead 2.
That's actually a funny metric.
when we reach like 85 hours of talking about Red Dead 2.
Let's say, hypothetically, you hire someone. We have 52-ish hours of content for podcast-related things. If you pay someone 52 hours of work to do that, at what salary, right? So we'll say
It'd be a very boring job.
$20 an hour. Well, we could pay someone to do that. $1,000.
Yeah, it's like $1,000.
No big deal.
Yeah.
We could pay someone to do that. You could definitely find someone on Fiverr who would fucking do it.
Oh, I am Fiverr, yeah.
We could find someone at 5 and be like, look, bud.
$7.
We have a lot of footage that we need you to slog through, and you just need to note down any time Red Dead Redemption 2 is mentioned.
Literally, yeah.
Just note down the timestamps when we start talking about it and when we stop talking about it. And we'll give you like 25 an hour to do it.
Yeah. There you go. It's only going to take them 60-ish hours, so 25 an hour, it's only a lot of money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's quite a bit.
It's only like $1,500. No big deal. Yeah, that would.
If anyone wants to do that for free, we're not going to pay you, but we might if you actually do it. Not $1,000 though.
Yeah. If you do it, we will take a road trip to visit you.
We'll visit you, unless you're in a different country. 'Cause
Yeah,
I
then
can't
we can't
leave
really.
the country.
Yeah.
I
Nor
don't
can
have
we
a-
take a road trip to Europe or
I don't
something
have a
like
I
that.
don't have a passport,
Plane trip.
and also other countries don't want Americans coming in.
I don't want Americans in America, so I guess that makes sense.
Other countries are like, well,
No more America.
yeah, basically,
Basically.
no one likes us.
Oh, I actually meant to kick the episode off with this. I wanted to bring this up. I want to make a correction to something I said
You were
last
wrong?
episode. I was incorrect. We were both incorrect because you agreed with me.
About what?
The Steam Deck. We said, I said, and you agreed, that it's the same price as the Switch, but it's not. It's $100 more for the base model.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's $400, not $300. Because last episode I brought up a comment and I said, what is the point of a Switch when for the same price you can get a base model Steam Deck that does so much more?
Oh,
But it's
shit.
not. It's $100
Yeah, it is
more.
$100 more.
So that is a correction. I'm eating my foot here. That is a correction, but I still think Steam Deck is way better than Switch, hypothetically speaking, because obviously I don't have one
we
yet.
were wrong. I'm never wrong on this show.
No,
Well,
I'm gonna
apparently
email
that's
Gabe.
not true.
I'm gonna email Gabe to drop that price so I'm not wrong.
Gabe, you need to listen. I know you're already losing money on this. No, you're already losing money. You need to drop this another $100, another $100, so I can be correct on this show that I make.
That gets 4 views per episode.
Or rather, what we'll do is we'll call up Doug Bowser from Nintendo. We'll say, bro,
Raise
listen,
the price.
You need to raise the price of the Switch
And
$100.
upcharge everyone
so
who's ever
we're
bought one.
correct.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and you need to everyone, including me, who bought a Switch. You need to charge them an additional $100.
They would do it.
That's a Nintendo thing to do.
Yeah.
That is, yeah. Yeah, that's definitely a Nintendo thing to do. But yeah, that was a correction I put on the notes I wanted to make. Because I'll admit when I'm wrong. So, yeah.
I just think about like how many times have I been, like both of us,
Been incorrect.
been wrong on the show and just no one calls us on it.
I think we'll find out someday if we ever get a following and they're like, that one time Chris made fun of Subarus. I'm a Subaru driver. And then they go through all like 150 episodes and like, Chris, episode 7, you said that Apple AirPods were 2 inches in length. They're actually 1.85.
There's
Bitch.
definitely going to be a point where it's like, I'm going to give, this probably has already happened, where I give contradicting opinions on something.
Oh, I'm sure.
This probably has happened because I changed my opinion on like the drop of the hat, honestly.
You just did with Valhalla.
Yeah.
Kind of, yeah. I'll just be like, so this probably already happened. So it's like, well, in episode 7, you said Ubisoft was bad and terrible, and you should never buy a Assassin's Creed game. And then in episode 50, you said that you like. Episode 49, you said you liked the Valhalla. You said you liked the game. You said it was fun. That you liked it. And then at 52, you say you didn't like it anymore.
I love that voice. Yeah. Or it's like, oh, you complained about Chevy, but now you drive Chevy Suburban.
Yeah.
Why you do that?
I complain about things I like way more than I complain about things I don't like.
Yeah, that's why we bitch about Alex all the time.
Yeah, fuck Alex.
Fuck him.
I'm gonna kill myself.
Good.
I'm out. Goodbye. I'm leaving.
It smells like bitch in here.
It looks like bitch in here.
What are you looking in the mirror, pussy boy? You got mirrors on those glasses, bitch?
What did I even do?
Alex just starts crying.
I can't take this type of emotional stress.
I saw his
Jordan.
eyes get slightly redder. He's like,
I have nothing. I have no comeback.
Oh, fucking God, that was good. Holy shit.
oh man, that's how you know I wasn't lying. No, I'm just kidding. I love you,
No,
Alex. You're
I
the best
complain-
cameraman a man could ask for.
Remember when I put my finger in front of the camera like half that time when we were...
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was.
I wouldn't go that far.
There's the best cameraman we don't have to pay.
Yeah.
Fuck. What was I just gonna say? Jesus Christ. Oh no. I can't.
Are
believe
you
this is
okay?
happening.
You all right there, senile man?
I'm losing it, bro. My memory's gone. I have dementia.
You know who else has dementia?
You know who else suffers
My
from
mom.
dementia? Fuck. Now it's gone. I lost it.
All right. Let me see if this will refresh your memory. Alex, should I hit him with the question?
Got it.
There
All
you
right. I complain about everything. Things that I like, things I don't like. I complain about everything. I just like complaining. So if I complain about something, there's a good chance I don't hate it with every fiber of my being. There's
Good
a
point.
chance I complain about a lot of things that I like.
Yeah. Alex, should I hit him with the damning question?
Yes.
Yeah. So, our boss listens to this.
Oh boy.
This is somewhat of a call out to him, but I think he'll take it in good faith. All right. So if I get fired,
No, you're gonna get fired.
Yeah.
If I
He's
get
gonna
fired,
fire all three of us.
You're
You
gonna
know
get fired
why.
on Monday before this even comes out. He's gonna know.
So, this is just an opinion Alex and I had. We're in agreement. I need to ask you a question.
Okay. I disagree just to be a contrarian.
The rumor for the Galaxy Z Flip 3. Now I know it's a folding phone. You're already not a fan.
Yeah.
Is that it is IP rated to be water resistant?
Okay.
Do you find that impressive for a folding device to be water resistant?
Considering the last one wasn't, yes.
Okay. Our boss, when I told him about this rumor, saying if it's true, that's really cool, he was like, "Well, that should be standard. All their other phones are." And I was like, "Yeah, but this one's folding." He
But
was like,
that's
"Oh,
also
I get that, but
that's untrue. Not all their other ones are.
their budget ones
The Fold 2 aren't.
Yeah.
The Fold 2 wasn't.
The Fold
the Fold
2.
1 wasn't. The Flip 1 wasn't.
There you go.
So
But-
no, it's not all of them.
But I gotta say, I get what he's saying. But dude, if this fold, I don't understand how you make a folding phone
I don't
waterproof.
know.
I don't understand how you do it, like conceptually.
Dust
also-
proof, okay. Bristles, waterproof.
Yeah.
I don't
You
know.
say it's not that impressive, but also think about this. There's been waterproof Android phones since like the Galaxy
2010.
S2 or Galaxy S3. When was the first waterproof iPhone? That was like the iPhone 8 or some shit, right?
Yeah.
Fact check that, please. I'm gonna be wrong. Watch it be like the iPhone. All of them were.
Yeah.
were
No,
waterproof.
no.
I'm gonna kill myself if that was the case.
First, IP rated iPhone.
There's a mouse in the ceiling.
You think that's
The
The
what that is?
iPhone 7
Yes.
and 7 Plus were the,
The
first
7!
resistant iPhones with an IP67 rating.
The iPhone 7. All right.
When did that come out?
I'll look that up next.
That's like saying, wow, I'm impressed that my new iPhone 7 is waterproof now. Oh well, that shouldn't be that impressive because my Galaxy S3 was waterproof. That's the same logic.
Yeah.
He's
said
gonna
iPhone
he's
7?
gonna call me on that. He's gonna fight me on that. He's gonna fist fight me.
Yeah.
iPhone 7 release date is September 16th, 2016.
Bro,
First.
I'm making
More
a call.
Apple hate. Let's go.
I'm making a call out. So he's just gonna not even gonna say a word. He's just gonna walk in and just beat the shit out of me.
I look forward to that. That'd be
Yeah.
funny.
So the Galaxy S5 in 2014 was the first high-end waterproof device, or water resistant, I should say. So
they beat him by 3 years. Oh, sorry. What was it? 1 year?
2 years.
2 years.
Two.
So
I don't know math.
I-
I swear earlier than that was
Yeah.
waterproof.
well, phones were waterproof before that. Like in 2005, the first phone was waterproof, but
No, it
not
was
the
like
Samsung.
smartphones even. I thought like the Galaxy S4 was like.
So I think what we're debating is water resistance versus IP rating. So IP rating, it means it's rated to be water resistant. You can still have like for example the OnePlus phones. OnePlus's phones are not IP rated. Why? Because it costs like thousands of dollars.
It's a
for that.
certification.
But they're waterproof. Like you
Yeah.
can put them underwater and they just don't advertise it.
According to the data sheet, this phone is IP rated up to 3 meters of water.
It's exactly like you said,
Yeah.
Alex. It's a certification. It's a badge you can stick on the product. But that also brings me to a little segue.
Segway.
Assuming the leaks are true, I think I'm going to get a Z Flip 3.
Okay.
The only thing that has made me go, shit, is earlier when I dropped my phone here
Yep.
under the couch and I scratched the screen.
Yep.
Made me go, shit, I have to consider that because, again, it's a plastic screen. But I guess it all depends on what Samsung announces. I don't know.
See, if you got a normal phone, you could just put a screen protector on it.
Yeah, but dude, Z Flip 3 looks like the leads look pretty good.
Yeah.
I kind of just want it mostly because it's a talking point. Because I don't care about power anymore. Truthfully, like I like the camera, unlike the newer Samsung phones, the high end ones. But
A phone doesn't really need to be that.
do you know how? Like I don't care about the power in this phone at this point. I don't use it for anything besides Reddit and like the internet.
Yeah.
I don't play games on my phone anymore. I'm not 15 anymore. Like I don't play games on my phone. So a folding phone, which is technically more powerful than this phone, is just cooler to me. I just kind of want it because it's cool. So
The way I look at it, I've said this, I think, on the podcast in the past and just in general, too. I won't get, I like the concept, I like everything about it, but I won't get one until they can figure out how to make that screen glass. I just won't do it. I don't trust the plastic screen.
no, yeah, I do get what you're saying there.
I would destroy it.
Just
That's why I burned through plastic screen protectors and I couldn't do it. I had to get a glass screen protector because I just kept destroying them.
yeah, conceptually, like it doesn't work in my head. I think.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a little, I don't know, I'm sketched out by it. I'm like, in a way, nervous. I'm like, damn, you're basically kind of buying a liability, almost. It's
you
weird.
might need to get some like type of insurance on it too.
I more than likely, if I get that phone, I'm definitely getting insurance. Now, I'm
But
not gonna
also-
get a Z Fold because I don't really
mean-
like the bigger. I don't know.
Even if you get the insurance or whatever, consider this: you drop it, or say the screen just doesn't hold up in the middle where it folds.
Yeah, because like you said earlier, there have been some that break in the middle.
You have to send it to like Samsung to have the screen replaced. Do you then get a replacement loaner phone, or are you just out of a phone?
Out of a phone for
Yeah.
2-3 weeks, whatever it
Yeah.
may be. That's
or
the-
do they just say fuck it, just give you a new one and then send it off to be refurbished?
They probably just give you a new one.
So when you buy a folding phone from Samsung, there's I forget what they call it. I think it's called Samsung Premier. If you buy a folding phone, a Z Fold, whatever, Z Flip, you get a free first screen replacement on it.
Okay.
So I think it was Jerry Rids Everything did a video on it, and he said when you send it in for repair, they give you a new one and they repair that one as a refurbished phone.
That's what I figured.
So if that's the case, it's not that bad, I guess. Because
Speaking of-
repairing the screen on that thing is impossible. Like you can't
Yeah.
send it into
No,
like an
absolutely
iFits
not.
it. It
No.
is so fucking difficult.
Speaking of Jerry Rig Everything, did you see? I watched this morning. Alex brought this up at work. Do you see he's doing an
Electric-
EV
yep.
conversion of a fucking Humvee?
Yep.
That's crazy.
And I discovered something too. He actually has a second channel, and that's where he's uploading the videos on
Oh,
doing
there's
it.
more?
Yeah. There was an actual, he has on his second channel, he's uploading videos on what he's doing to it.
All right,
Which I didn't know.
I'm
I
gonna look at that.
thought he was
That
going to
later
upload
on.
one video at the end
See,
of it.
That's a man's man. I love him.
That's the thing too. Is like, I feel like people who listen to this podcast have the feeling that I hate electric vehicles. I don't. I don't hate electric vehicles. I just do not. I just hate the hype that's around them, specifically Teslas. But I don't mind electric vehicles. I don't conceptually hate them. I think electric conversions, if that's a project you want to do, is really cool.
Yeah.
I think electric vehicles are cool. Now, I'm not one of those people that's like, oh, get rid of all the gas cars. Get rid of gasoline. No, that's fucking stupid. But I don't mind the existence of electric vehicles. In fact, I like them a lot because of the fucking comedic acceleration you get out of an electric motor.
Yeah.
Instant torque and all that.
Yeah. Yeah, no, for sure. That is that's the only reason I would even want to drive an EV at this point. Is just that instant torque. I feel like I've heard nothing but like stories that it's the coolest fucking feeling ever.
Like if I wanted to get an EV now, honestly, like if I was gonna get one to daily drive, I'd get a Mach E.
I was just gonna say, me too, Mach-E.
I'd get a Mach E. Those I saw one at a dealership and they're fucking nice looking.
Oh yeah, I love the
Inside is
Mach-E.
all
People
nice.
were like laughing at it at first, and I was just like, I don't fucking care.
I think
I don't know this
people
car.
It's a
people
Mustang.
have the issue a lot with the fact that it uses the Mustang name
Because
it's like a crossover. It's like an SUV.
And it's also electric. You know?
And it's also electric.
It's not
but-
American muscle.
But also, if it was like just an electric version of a Mustang, I think that'd be pretty cool too.
I mean, here's where I fall on that fence, right?
Because GM is going to do an electric C8 Corvette.
They call
well.
it the Mustang Mach-E.
Yeah.
It's very distinguishable from a Mustang GT. So if they said
No, they
Mustang
rhyme.
GT EV or GT and just released an electric vehicle, I could understand more. Like, what the fuck? You're just kind of capitalizing on the name. But this is a completely different vehicle, truthfully.
Yeah.
It's a Mustang Mach-E. If you don't realize that that's a different vehicle, then and you're upset about
It's
it,
a Mustang Mach-E.
then fuck you. I mean,
Or just say, maybe they keep consistent with the Lightning brand, where they have the F-150 Lightning. But that also gets construed with the original F-150 Lightning, I suppose. But regardless, they have the F-150 Lightning, the electric one. So why don't they just keep with that name badge? Say the Mustang Lightning, and it's the fucking electric one. And it's just the regular Mustang body with an electric motor.
yeah, that's what I would like too. I think it'd be cool to have a regular Mustang body.
Yeah, I'm not
And
too big on the look of it,
Ford, bring back the Fiesta ST and the Focus ST and the Focus RS to America, so I can get a new one.
You just got one, bro.
Yes, but I could have gotten a brand new one if they had kept selling them in America.
Why did they stop? Do you know?
Because no one buys cars. Everyone's buying trucks.
Fair enough.
Look at the top, 50 vehicles that are being sold in the U.S.
Isn't it all trucks and SUVs?
And
all
they're
trucks, actually.
mostly SUVs and trucks.
Yeah.
The top three, F-150,
Silverado.
Silverado,
Yeah.
Ram 1500.
Yeah, like I don't know, man. I like the Mach-E a lot though.
I would get a Mach-E.
I was looking at
if
Mustangs.
I could afford one.
I was looking at Mustangs recently, because as I told you off mic, and I think I brought it up to Alex. It's like I'm looking to get like another car soon, like a manual car perhaps. Once I get a little more, get my feet wet with manuals.
You should get a 2004 Volkswagen Golf with 230,000 miles on it, like I
Yeah.
did.
Do you know someone who has one for sale?
There's this guy. He paid me $1,400 for it. If you can find him.
Yeah, I was looking at Mustangs because I found some pretty nice ones for fairly cheap, and I was like, ooh,
I was
mama.
considering getting a Mustang as well, and I still shop around. I always look at Facebook Marketplace regardless, but I'm really in no position to buy a car at this point. Another car, I mean.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna see what I do with the Suburban first, and then give myself some time to get some money, and then figure that out. Let the market calm down a little bit, because then I want to get like a muscle car as like a project that I can work on with like myself, with my friends, and with my dad. So
Hopefully the market.
What do you?
calms
Yeah, I was gonna
down.
say, what do you think is gonna happen in this market when we go into lockdown again in 2 months? Remote
The,
podcast for the win.
So what's gonna happen is car prices now, they're like pretty much double what they were like fucking 8 months ago. They're gonna double again.
There you go.
So your fucking clamped out 2002 Silverado with like 300,000 miles on it is gonna still be worth 10 grand.
Yeah. Yep. Like I said, I hope we get to go camping. I hope if we do go into lockdown, it's after. Hope it's September,
Yeah.
not fucking August, because we're going pretty late in August for camping. So there's a lot of time for everything to shut down again.
Yeah, that would be
suck.
annoying, because there's a lot of planning going into this.
A lot of planning, and we have a really good video planned. I mean, it's gonna be sick. It's a 2-day fucking trip. There's so
It's a
much
whole thing.
content.
Exactly. And we were thinking up future ideas, but that's beside the point.
Yeah.
And
not
that
to
would throw a
expand.
wrench into a lot of that.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. So, yeah, because we want to do more IRL shit. Like I think you said last episode, you're like, well, let's do just as frequently, because we never fucking upload
Just
IRL.
as infrequently.
Exactly. Just as infrequently. Because we never fucking upload IRL content. And high budget IRL content. There you go. High budget for us.
High budget for
Yeah.
us. That's like
$3.
That's like that's like a Big Mac meal.
any amount of money, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm cheap as fuck.
Any amount of money, honestly, because we like think about every other IRL we've done. There's no money put into it in the production itself.
Yeah, true. Maybe just basic supplies, but yeah. Yep. But you guys have anything you want to bring up? I've brought up the last like 3 topics. I can't just be the talking one today.
Oh, I want to talk about I was talking about what's going on with my car, my new car, my Fiesta.
Yeah, you also
I
had a
brought it
story to
up.
tell me about the truck. Don't forget that one.
Oh, this is a good one. You're gonna love
yeah.
this one. So, actually, I'll just tell that first because it's funny. All right, so I was getting out of work yesterday afternoon, and you and Alex were doing God knows what.
Yeah.
And me and our other coworkers left, and he's been driving my Suburban because his car's been in the shop. So basically, we were walking out towards the parking lot. We both park at the very end of the parking lot. So we're walking out, and we look, and I think I pointed to your car, Jordan. I said, "Look at that car. I bet a bitch drives that car." and then he goes, "Well, yeah, and that one too," and points to Alex's car, and we walk up to my Suburban. I go, "And then this is a man's car," and he points to it and goes, "Yeah, even that rust spot right there." And I go, "Fuck yeah, look at this fucking mint," and I tap it with my fist, and my fist goes right into my fucking body. There's now a hole punched in the side of my body.
That's fucking awesome.
I just went, "Fucking mint." It went straight through. It was like it was in paper.
Oh my god! I wish you could see the look on your face. That's
I wish I
fucking
was there.
I stopped and I stopped. I was like, "Oh, I didn't expect that to happen."
That reminds me because I
had
saw
to
the
laugh
hole.
about it, and then
Yeah, I saw the hole, and it's right near the trim piece where your wheel well is. So that reminds me of when I did the work on my Explorer, where I had very similar rust right around it. So me and my dad pulled the plastic off, and the thing just disintegrated.
yeah, I might even just fucking shove some like Bondo in it and
Call it a day.
call it a day.
Oh,
I didn't have to
it's
do
so
like
funny.
a very good job. It's not
Or
a
do
show
nothing.
car. I could just do nothing, but I am gonna sell the vehicle.
You will
That's
get
what I
water
did with my
trapped as
bumper,
well.
which still has a hole in it.
But that doesn't lead anywhere. This is solid on the bottom, isn't it?
No,
No, it's not solid. Oh, then yeah, I mean, it's up to you.
doesn't go anywhere.
Say if it gets trapped in the actual side panel, then it's
I'll
gonna
fix
rot
it. But
out.
if I fix that, then it's like, oh well, you fixed that. Why don't you fix the rockers too?
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh well, now that's a thing. And then I end up putting like, fucking $800 worth of body work into the thing.
Yeah, I'm actually looking to do like basic work on my car, and it's gonna be more than the value of my car, so that's cool.
Yeah. I
Such
would like
as-
to, but I don't see the point in doing it.
Yeah. But
What were you thinking of doing? Basic work? You mean
couple things.
like maintenance stuff or like modifications?
Not anything, no like mods, but like interior, exterior shit. So I want to get some of the shit buffed out, like where the girl that I bought it from, where her friend keyed the door. I want to get that fixed for one. I'm gonna replace my door handles.
Doesn't sound like a very good friend.
No. I'm gonna replace my inner door handles and my outer door handles and make them black. And I need new tires as well, and I'm gonna get new rims that are not shitty like mine.
Oh, not like Steely's with the fucking spray can black.
And I'm gonna change. I'm swapping out the 2 Chevy logos on it as well. And there was something else. I have it on the list. It comes out to like $1,700 though.
The carbon fiber.
Oh
Basically, I also am thinking about getting it wrapped, getting
Get a-
the hood wrapped and the
real wrap,
spoiler
yeah.
wrapped
yeah.
by
Get
a professional.
or get a real carbon fiber wing.
Or that.
That wing will be worth more
Yeah,
than
more
the
than
car.
the car.
Yeah.
That's like
feel
a
like a
carbon
carbon fiber
fiber, like a
wing-
real carbon fiber wing is is like
A lot.
probably $700-800.
Yeah.
And then the carbon fiber hood is like that's another $1,000.
Yeah.
So that's like in total, this fucking totals your car essentially.
Yeah. I'm probably gonna get the hood and the spoiler wrapped professionally, and the gas cap like it is now, but
Yeah.
again professionally. Just to do a couple things. So
Or try it out yourself if you want. Like the gas cap is a pretty small area to try it
yeah,
out.
that's the easy part.
Wow.
Actually, friend at work, car guy, was saying instead of replacing the Chevy logo, first of all, he has a friend who does body work. He was gonna talk to for me, but also getting the logo plasti dipped as well. So I might do
that
it
could
that
work
way,
too.
Where's the logo? Is it on the front? Or?
front and back.
Nah.
What did you want to do with it? Just
Make it all black.
because
What
I
is it
know
right
you
now?
can.
What is it right now?
The front one's spray painted black, but it's starting to like fade in some
Yeah.
spots, and the back one is like half spray painted black, and it looks like shit.
I think you can get like on eBay. You might just be able to get like an aftermarket one.
Yeah, I did. I looked for them. They all have bad reviews, and also my rear logo. I gotta figure out how the fucking thing comes off. I'm pretty sure it's an adhesive
Probably.
because there's no bolt at all for me to take off.
It's
Yeah,
probably
I don't
just
know.
stuck on there.
That's what I'm
I don't
thinking.
know.
So I did look at aftermarket ones, but I think getting those cleaned up might be even
Get
better.
the OEM Chevy ones.
Yeah, basically.
Or pull off, if they go bad, just find ones at the junkyard.
Yeah.
Pull them off.
Yeah, I want to do some basic stuff just to make it look better. I would do a whole interior swap with the SS model because it comes with this nice black and red interior.
Yeah, but also
That's a lot of work.
at that
a lot of
point,
work,
just get the fucking SS.
Yeah.
good luck finding them still running. Most people who either have them, completely modified them, or a lot of them have just
So
been
it's hard to find like an unmolested one.
finding. I've been looking for weeks. Finding a Cobalt SS, the closest one I found was in Pennsylvania.
Fuck.
I thought about when I went on
Yeah.
vacation to Pennsylvania.
You
I
did
thought
go on
about
vacation. Did you want to talk about that at all? You did go on vacation. Was there anything eventful that happened?
I mean, nothing crazy eventful. There was about 200,000 people at the park the first day.
Nice.
So that was
So for
fucking nuts.
context, Jordan, you went to Hershey Park.
Yeah, Hershey Park in Hershey, Pennsylvania. I would say the only eventful thing, and this isn't even eventful, but what I thought was interesting, I got a little bit of culture shock when I went to Target because I walked by the sports section and I was like, why the fuck is everything Philadelphia themed? What the fuck? It was like the Phillies, the fucking Philadelphia
Forgot where you
Eagles.
Yeah.
were.
And I'm like, who the fuck watches the Eagles? And then I look to my right and there's a dude with a Philly hat on and I'm like, oh.
Oh,
I'm in a
yeah,
different state.
I forgot
Yeah.
where I am.
I'm like, oh, I'm the asshole here. Okay. That makes more sense now.
Yeah.
But we went to Hershey Park. It was beautiful, for one. Like, the actual, like, Pennsylvania as a whole was fucking beautiful.
Pennsylvania's a nice state. I've been there a few times, and it's like, it's very much like, there's a lot of farmland here,
Yep.
but it's just like a straight line that goes on a like a 1% incline for like 50 miles.
There was, the accents were cool. There was a lot of people with strong accents there, which was pretty interesting. You would just randomly hear an accent. You're like, what the fuck, where are you from? Like, there was a woman from Australia.
What the fuck are you from?
I was like, well, I say from Australia. She had a strong Australian accent,
Yeah.
so I assume she obviously lives here now because you can't leave the country. But she had a very strong Australian accent. The first day was ridiculous. Like, 200-minute wait times for most rides.
Bruh.
I'm trying to find the photo of, like, the tsunami of people at the water park. Look at how many fucking people are in this photo. This is
Holy
one
shit.
section.
Wow, yeah.
Like, if you
That's a lot
zoom
of
in,
people.
there's just, like, hundreds of people everywhere.
Yeah.
And that's
Plus,
one tiny,
mean,
tiny section of
That
the park.
happens when you coop people up for a year.
Yeah. That was the Saturday we went. So we went for a couple of days. The Sunday, way better, dude. Way better. Way less people. I got to see a bear face to face, which was cool.
Bear.
Yeah, a brown bear. There was like a exhibit, and I was right up against the glass, and then he just came walking over to me, and he just was
looking
there,
at
and
you.
I
He
was just
wanted to eat
He was
you.
gonna eat you, bro. He's like, oh, this is a good snack.
and then he was like, "Oh shit, there's glass here.
Look
I'll
at
show you
this
the."
small little man.
Like, look how fucking close I got to this dude. Ready? Show you some photos.
It's like a picture of his head in the mouth of the bear.
Yeah. It's him squared up on the foot. Look at that bear.
Yeah, those things are not small.
What the bear doing?
The best part is, right, if you go back, there's these birds that he was living in like a fucking homeostatic environment. Look at the dude. Look at all those birds.
Yeah, they're
Bears-
just chilling.
bears
All the
just
birds
chilling
would
with
just
the
like
birds.
they would make way.
Coexisting.
It was like Moses parting the sea. Those birds were standing there. He just came
There's a
trudging
mutual
through, and they were like,
respect.
they just separated, just right in half. But it was a good time. I really thought we were gonna get COVID, but we tested negative. There was so many fucking people, so many goddamn people. Also, another piece of culture shock: one Dunkin' Donuts within 20 minutes of us, 5 Starbucks.
Yeah, that's weird.
Completely inverted to how I expected it.
Yeah.
So, and
I,
also their Dunkin' wasn't as good as our Dunkin'.
No, I've heard that because I've had like the furthest out I've ever been is like Missouri.
Oh,
And
wow.
we got Dunkin' there and it fucking sucks.
Speaking, actually, another piece of culture shock from that Dunkin'. I walk in. I go up to the counter and I'm like, yeah, I'll take a medium ice milk or swirl, made regular. And you know what the response was?
What is that?
Huh?
Yep.
Made regular. Yeah, but what about cream and sugar?
Regular.
Regular. What do you mean by regular? 3 and 3.
So if
They
you-
have no idea what that means.
That's weird. So if I walked up, say, I want a large iced extra.
That extra there is technically double. So extra for like a 3 and 3 would be 6 and 6. Yeah.
Isn't extra still 6 and 6 regardless?
No, it's usually +1. So like extra is gonna be 4 and 4. For
Oh,
like
I
a
thought it
medium.
was 6 and 6.
No, that's I forget. There was another state, or it might have even been another country where it's literally there is no extra. You have to say double, and it's literally double.
That's kind of cringe.
It's fucking weird.
That's really
It-
cringe.
some of the
honestly.
I don't
culture
drink
shock.
coffee,
man.
so I have no idea what the hell any of this means. But
The cream and sugar. So
Yeah.
I'd regular for like a medium is 3 and 3,
Uh-huh.
large is 4 and 4, small is like 2 and 2. So like when you say extra, it's like 5 and 5. for like a large. But some countries and even states, they only know it as double. So you have to say like 5 or 6. Because if you say double, they fucking double it.
Yeah.
It was the weirdest thing though. I'm like, how the fuck do you not know what regular means? And then I'm like, well, again, made sense. Different part of the country, I guess. Not very
Man.
far, but
I
still.
don't know, man.
I don't know. But it was fun. It was a good time. I spent a lot less money than I expected. So
You didn't go to like Philadelphia at all?
We didn't go to Philadelphia. We were in Hershey and Harrisburg. That was the 2 main places.
Philadelphia is nice.
Moe's was nice.
I went up there nice. I went up there once, and we ate it. We started asking around at places. We're like, what's the best place we could get a sandwich, a Philly cheesesteak? Because we're in Philadelphia, you gotta eat one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we went around, and I forget what the place was called, but it was pretty good. But they too have their own like restaurant lingo, which is equally stupid. I think is like same idea as how your thing with your coffee, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you go there, you ask for one. It's one wit, and it's with cheese whiz and onions, and that's it. It's the steak sandwich with cheese whiz and onions.
Okay.
And it's always cheese whiz.
Yeah, that's
I haven't
weird.
had cheese whiz in a long
I don't think I've ever
time.
had cheese whiz, to be honest with you.
And it's good.
A long
But it's a
long
little
time.
weird to have to, you know.
Yeah, so you have to specify. So you say, or I think the way I asked was like, let me get one with whiz. You say, let me get one with whiz.
What
And
you
they
know,
fucking whiz on it.
they spread
They're whizzing on your food.
They're fucking whizzing on it.
spread
dude.
all the whiz, baby.
Yeah, they have a big vat of fucking
Of
cheese
vat.
whiz.
Of
It's like
whiz.
the
Oh.
way the guy had it was a big vat.
That
and he
sounds so
scooped it on.
disgusting.
It wasn't even like air. You know how it's like cheese whipped cream.
Yeah.
It wasn't even that. It was melted down.
Oh.
It was good though. It was a great sandwich.
Yeah.
It was so fucking good.
They had a place called Moe's. It's basically like a Chipotle. That shit was bomb. The
Yeah,
guy was a
there's,
little bit of a fucking douche, but anyway.
Yeah, there's one.
There's one around here, right? Yeah. There's one. They had like I think 3 or 4. Actually, Hershey Park has one in it.
What about I think I've been to that exact Moe's in the
park.
Hershey Park. What about like Chipotle? They're not. Big
We
down
I
there?
didn't see any, and we didn't end up going to any. We went
Damn.
to Chick-fil-A like twice though. Chick-fil-A is good. I love
Chick-fil-A's
Chick-fil-A.
pretty good.
We got one around
Chick-fil-A
here, too.
is like taking over the United States.
Good.
I saw a big graph one day. It was the most popular fast food restaurant in all 50 states, and like Chick-fil-A is the most popular one in like 20 of them.
Damn. I wanted to give a shout out to Lexi's brother-in-law. He's the one who drove us up. And I want to say 3rd, 4th episode, I introduced him to the podcast.
Really?
And we haven't talked about it since. Like, I barely see him, but when I do, we've never really brought it up. And I can tell he listens, like, regularly, because
Really?
the other day, he goes, what made Chris get a Fiesta? And I
Holy
haven't talked to him in so long. He goes, what did he say? You didn't want a... there was another car he brought up. He said, he didn't want this. He wanted a Fiesta instead. And I was like...
What a real one.
How'd you know? He's like, yeah, well, he said it last episode. I'm like, bruh.
What a real one. Shout out.
Real G. So, shout out to him.
Shout out. The reason I wanted is because I couldn't afford anything else.
That's a pretty good.
That's awesome.
There was another
pretty good
thing I
reason.
wanted, but I definitely couldn't have afforded it.
C8.
Well, I wanted a C8. That's a different story. But realistically, I wanted to lease a brand new Camaro. But I know for a fact, I'm like, damn, I still have to factor in, I still have a lien on my Hyundai that I have to factor into the final price of whatever I'm buying.
Yeah.
So I definitely couldn't afford the Camaro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Plus insurance for it, too.
Also, so I think next time round, that might be something I consider.
Yeah.
When I have a little more of a foothold in like the finance department.
What the fuck was I going to say? So you have the Fiesta. I was remembering something I forget. But...
Oh yeah, so I never actually told what's going on. I never give a little update about my Fiesta.
Got the Fiesta
Oh
update,
boy,
baby.
here we go.
So I'm in the middle of writing like a very scathing review of Vroom, the company I'm buying this Fiesta from. Because essentially what happened is like first of all, they like fucked up my paperwork that they sent to me. Essentially, you work it out with your deal with.
Sorry, I swallowed a little bit of water.
You work out your deal with an agent, and then the agent notes all that down, sends you a mock-up of the deal, and then actually puts it into into play. And so you get a big FedEx envelope with all your paperwork in it. So I got that. The first round took 3 days. From the time I made the phone call to the time I had my paperwork in my hand was 3 days. The first round of paperwork was all fucked up. Like, it didn't include my down payment, and like there were documents that were just straight up missing. So I called in. I was like, "Hey, this doesn't have my down payment on it, so I'm not gonna sign any of this paperwork. I need new paperwork." And they're like, "Okay, cool." So you would think, if you already fucked up the paperwork once, and you want a satisfied customer, you would maybe expedite the second round of paperwork. You're like, okay.
One day, like overnight.
Yeah. Like, they overnight it too anyway. But like maybe just instead of it taking 3 days, say, "Oh, fuck it. Well, we'll just do it tomorrow. Put it at the top of the queue.
Yeah.
And then we'll send it to you." No, it took a week and a half to get my second round of paperwork.
God damn.
So I signed up my paperwork, and then I heard nothing after I sent it back. They had a considerable amount of my money at this point.
Yeah.
Because I included my down payment. So then I got an email the other day that said, "Hey, you have you have a remaining balance that you need to pay off. You need to pay this balance off, or we're gonna relist the car." And I was like, "That's not right." What I assumed, and maybe I'm the idiot, maybe I'm an idiot. What I assumed was they would make some kind of contact to my bank that I'm financing the car through. Say, like, "This is what's going on. This is what we need to do. Let's get it done." And then I would do all the paperwork. Right? Now, here's what didn't happen. That I called in and I said, "I get this email. What's going on?" And they said, "Oh, no, that's automated. You got that by mistake." So I was like, "All right, whatever."
No big deal.
Following day, I get a call saying, "That wasn't a mistake. You were supposed to get that. You're supposed to be working out the loan with your bank already." I'm like, "Oh."
So you need to talk to the bank to get them to pay off the remaining balance with the loan.
Yeah.
That's fucking stupid.
So I was like, I was under the impression that you would make some kind of contact and then I would take over from there, essentially, and you would let me know what to do.
Made sense.
And I didn't want to yell at the person who called me because
it's not them.
It's not their fault, right? So I said, "Listen, maybe it's a good idea to like maybe note that in the documentation."
They should have told you.
Yeah. Well, you should have told me in the first place.
Yeah.
But also have it somewhere in writing, with the documentation. Maybe pass that along to whoever writes up your contracts. And that was like, yeah, whatever. So I ended up getting the loan all squared away, and it's approved now. But small problem. There is a form you need to register your vehicle, register and title your vehicle. And there's a signature that has to go on by the dealer. But there also is a signature that has to go on from the lien holder. Now, they gave me this form. I signed the portion I had to sign, sent it back to them. They signed the portion they had to sign. And I called in. I said, "Listen, I need that form to get the lien done so I can fucking pay you schmucks." Now, this is fucking annoying. I'm getting angry talking about this. What they said to me, instead of like, "Oh, do you have like a fax number or an email we can just send this over to?" They were like, "Listen, we're gonna send this to you in the mail, and you should get it. We're gonna overnight it to you."
That's just so dumb.
So you can bring it. So they're gonna send it to me in the mail
Again.
so that I can bring it to my bank. They can sign it, or more realistically, stamp it. I can put it back in an envelope and send it back to the fucking company. What kind of sense does that make? Just scan the goddamn thing and send it to me in an email. Or fax it to my bank. I could just give you the fax line. I could look it up. I could tell you right now.
Yeah.
So, it's annoying. So, essentially, maybe don't do the things I do. Also, if the car I found wasn't such a fucking gem, if it wasn't such a good find, I would have abandoned this 3 weeks ago.
A little piece of advice, as your friend.
No.
Oh.
Damn.
Did you already get the paper signed and sent back?
No, I don't have the paper yet.
Once you get it, I would advise photocopying it after your bank signs it, and keeping your copy for your records, because clearly it seems like they're pretty fucking stupid, and I can already foresee the next step of this being like, yeah, we lost it.
Yeah, that's a good idea actually.
So.
I will make note of that.
They seem, I you know what's funny? It's making me want to look there because as I said earlier, Cobalt SS is hard to find. I kind of want to look on that site, but I also wouldn't be financing, so I guess it'd be a little simpler.
Well, here's
but they
the
seem
thing,
fucking
too.
incompetent.
They are, but I bet you the process would be a little smoother if you paid in full with cash or financed through them. They have their own financing you can go through.
And what's their interest? 75%?
Don't fucking know, because I'm going through my bank, because, obviously it's going to be better through my bank.
You get a lower interest rate through your bank,
Yeah. So, which was actually better than I thought it was going to be. Because I mentioned this whole thing to our boss, and he's like, well, it's a used car loan, so it's probably going to be like 6%. I'm like, that's like double the interest I pay now.
Yeah.
But no, it's like around the same. It's like 4%.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
It's not bad.
I'm not calling him a liar. I'm just saying that he was wrong in this instance.
Yeah. No, that's not bad. 4%. How much was the car valued at?
18.9.
Yeah, that's not bad. 4%.
So, but I'm financing 19,000.
Mm-hmm.
Because I had like shit on top of it. So.
Yeah. I usually you can get a way better interest rate through your bank, so that's good.
Yeah, especially considering I'm at a credit union rather than a bank.
Yeah.
So.
That is good though. Pretty sweet.
So, enough boring financial talk. Yeah, so basically I'm in the middle of writing a very I'm writing a scathing review to do a video about this.
I wrote a bad review for a guy who did my COVID test when I got back.
Why?
Yeah.
Why? What happened?
So we go to the hospital in my city, the big one.
Okay, yeah. Why the hospital?
They have a COVID testing center. It's the fastest one in the city.
Oh, okay.
So like CVS took 3 days for my results.
Yeah,
They took
like
less than
CVS.
24 hours. They took like 18.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
So we went there specifically because I wanted to go to work on site the next day, and I did get it just in time. Like literally, I started at 8:30. I got it at like 7. I was like, yes. But anyway, we go to the COVID testing. A superb gentleman is at like the front gate.
Yeah.
Very nice guy. Like I was like, man, that's fucking cool. Very nice. He asked how we were feeling. We're like, no, we're good. We just traveled, whatever. Just getting tested. He was super nice. We park. We go to this like fucking trailer, and the guy comes out and he's like, "What are you here for?" And I'm like,
What the fuck else would I be here for, pal?
I'm like, COVID testing? And he goes, both of you? And I'm like, uh-huh.
No, just me.
I'm like, yep. And he goes, okay. Yeah, come up here. Give me your license. I'm like, okay. Give him the license. Go up there. Walk in. Sit down. And he's like, so why are you getting tested? I'm like, oh, yeah, we just came back from vacation. Like, it's a very stock question they have to ask you. And I'm like, yeah, we just came back from vacation trying to play it safe, whatever. And he was like, oh, I'm surprised you left the state. With everything going on, and I was like, yeah, it's vacation, so is what it is. He does the COVID test, and he's like, all right, yeah, you can leave now. And I'm like, okay, do you want me to tell her to come in? And this dude just looks at me, he goes, well, what do you think? I have to disinfect the place now. And I was like, all right, so that's a no. And I just left. And I'm like,
all right, what the fuck's your problem,
dude?
bro?
Like, what the fuck? So I wrote a bad review with our boss, actually. I was writing it while he was there, and he was like, say this. And one of the things I wrote was, I would rather have a cotton swab jammed up my nose for 60 seconds than have to hear that man's voice and banter again.
Bruh.
So that was part of the review. Because they emailed me, like, review your experience. And I gave it, like, 3 stars. And I was like, yeah, the hospital's usually good, but that guy's a douche.
If I ever have Dr. Blank again, I'm going to smack the shit out of him.
I really wanted to be like, listen, bro, I get that you sit in a fucking trailer all day and stick cotton swabs in people's nose, but get the fuck over it. Like, fuck yourself. That's what I wanted to say to him.
Also, you're just being a dickhead about it, bro. And it's like, yeah, what do you think? I would disinfect. No, it's a legitimate question.
I'm like, my apologies. I forgot you have to disinfect even though we live together. Maybe it just didn't click to me because I'm like, oh yeah, I guess that made sense.
I didn't consider, because I don't know the ins and outs of your job.
Yeah, but my apologies. I haven't worked in your position, so I didn't know what you had to do. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he was a fucking asshole.
He's a fucking douchebag. So, but whatever. It was just a COVID test, so it came back negative. So, not that it even matters, because they're like, yeah, you show symptoms in 5 days. Like, dude, if I got sick on Monday and you got tested on Tuesday, you're not gonna know until 5 days after that. So it's fucking useless. But regardless, he was a douchebag. But the guy at the front, superb gentleman.
Nice guy.
Very nice guy. He asked if we needed help walking. I was like, no, we're not sick, dude. We're good.
I actually have no legs, so you should say to him. And then he looks in, and you have 2 perfectly good legs. It's like,
I got you, bitch.
Gotcha, fucker.
He would have felt so bad if I said that.
He's like, how are you driving, though?
I'm like,
Stilts. I got 2 sticks right here.
on my nubs.
Oh, you just sprayed me, Chris.
Okay.
Why would you do this?
Bitch.
Because I don't like you.
But yeah,
right.
That was my experience with that hospital. Alex, do you have anything to add? Add an experience. Chris has an experience. I have a customer service experience.
Yeah.
What do you got?
Yeah. What? Have you been pissed off in a customer service situation recently?
Speaking of reviews, I'm glad you brought it up. So, this would be Friday, so yesterday, right?
Oh,
yeah.
All right. We're gonna tell that story.
Do you want to tell it? Do you want me to tell it?
You can. I feel like Alex should. He hasn't
Alex
talked
hasn't
much.
told the story because it was a mutual experience. So go for it.
All right.
I'll tell the story from when we actually left the building because
Yeah.
Alex didn't do that.
Yeah. So, just for a little clarification, every Friday at work we order food from is it Grub? No.
DoorDash.
DoorDash. We
Even though I always do the Grubhub like ad thing,
Yeah.
that da-da-dee-dee-dee-dee.
But it's never Grubhub
It's never
that we
Grubhub.
order
It's
from.
always DoorDash.
Yeah, so we always DoorDash food to us because it's Friday. We're like, screw it, we want something good to eat. So this time we were looking through and we found this. I probably shouldn't say the place, but we found this place, and we were like, okay, screw it, let's order it. It's a burger place. We're like, okay, we get some burgers, whatever, some burger boys. We enjoy some food.
Some burger boys.
Yeah, so we order it at so we eat lunch around 12:30. We ordered it at 11:45ish. We're waiting. Here comes 12:20ish. This dude is just nowhere near the pickup point.
Yeah.
He's doing like circles in one-way streets. So like, what the hell is this guy doing? Like 15 minutes go by. Finally, he picks food up and he's just sitting there.
Yeah.
For quite a while. And eventually, he starts moving and bringing the food to us. And we're waiting, and you can pick up at this point. Because at this point, I was doing some other things.
Okay, yeah.
out.
So essentially, where we work, there's 2 different entrances, or there's 2 areas.
Main.
Yeah,
entrances.
2 main entrances. Because there's multiple parking lots. Now, Google Maps just straight up doesn't take you to the right address.
Yeah.
Which is like, the right area, which is the real main entrance of the building.
Yeah, like the
it
visitor
has
With the
like
security
the logo
guard.
of everything. You talk to the security guard. It's a whole thing. Now, almost every week we have this issue where the driver will fuck it up, but we always put in the notes, call when you get here. You might need further instructions. We explain, use this road entrance, but if you get lost, call this number, and it's like our office phone. So that guy just didn't do that. He just texted. He just said DoorDash here, and we kept telling him you're in the wrong parking lot. And our coworker who actually ordered, called this man 4 times. Guy didn't answer. And he just kept saying, I'm facing this entrance. I'm facing an entrance. And we kept telling him, you're on the wrong side of the building.
Go around.
We're on the
There's
wrong
a
side of
road
the
that
building.
connects that parking lot to
Yeah,
the
it's
other
not
parking
hard.
lot. You don't
Take
even
you
have to
10
leave the
seconds.
lot. You don't
You
even have
just
to
have
leave
to-
the lot. Not literally.
You go
where
around
he
the
was,
corner.
You just where he was. There is a side road, not even a street, that connects to the parking lot you need him to go to. He didn't even have to leave the property.
No.
So
Fucking idiots, man.
we told him this multiple times, and he was just sitting there, not moving.
He's boiling. He's eating the food.
So we're like, all right, this is getting sickening. We're just going to walk to this fucking guy. So we cut through part of the property. We walked all the way around to see if we can find this guy, and like we're halfway there, and he marks the order as completed, and we see him drive off.
Yeah. And for clarification too, this is not a small building. This
Yeah,
is a very
It's a
very
factory.
big building.
It's a factory.
building, yeah.
So they were walking for like a good 15 minutes.
So we're
Maybe not that long.
No,
but
it was
quite a
like
It was
while.
like 5 minutes.
It was like a
probably.
5 or so minute walk.
But there and back. obviously.
So we're walking, and this is like 15 minutes into lunch at this point of our 30-minute lunch. So we're walking down, and we see him drive off, and I'm like, what the fuck? And we round the corner. We like round the corner of the building, and we see a bunch of bags over on the fucking loading dock of the building. Like on the stairs leading up to the door to get to the loading docks.
To literally fucking unload equipment.
Yes.
And we just see bags there. And we're like, is that our fucking food? And we showed up, and it was. It was our food. And this motherfucker just left it there and drove away. What the fuck? I was so pissed off. I was like, our boss was there, and I don't normally like... I mean, like, we shoot the shit, but it's like, it's usually kind of civil. I was so mad. I walked in, I'm like, you this fucking goddamn moron. I swear to God, I'm never fucking ordering from this app ever again. Fuck this guy. Fuck that. So, I was a little annoyed.
Yeah. We were all annoyed.
We were all super pissed off. Food was really good, though.
Yeah. The fries were
Food place,
not,
worth
but-
it. DoorDash, not.
Yeah, the fries were all fucked up because they were old.
Yeah.
Because they've been sitting in some dumbass's car for
40 minutes.
fucking 45 minutes.
And we didn't put salt on it because we didn't think we had salt, but it turns out we did have
We
salt.
had salt the whole time.
Damn.
That's beside the point. So we move on, and now DoorDash will say, DoorDash always says, rate your experience with your Dasher, and if they get to a low enough rating, they just fucking are barred from.
From DoorDash. Yeah, they can
DoorDash.
get suspended and shit, yeah.
Yeah, so we're like, all right, we got this. And so we start writing up a review about it and put in like a request with DoorDash about this as a problem with the Dasher. And turns out our tip that we gave him, which was like considerable, $14, and the fee that DoorDash was going to pay him just for the delivery, which was $5, we got all that back.
Yep.
So you just paid for the food.
So we just paid for the food.
That's awesome.
I'm gonna fuck that guy. I'm still mad about that.
That's awesome.
So
Good,
if we
good on
ever-
DoorDash.
If we ever order DoorDash again and we
Yep.
get that same guy, we're gonna be posted up with tire irons.
Yeah.
Beat the fuck out of him.
Then he goes to the right entrance. You're at the other one. You're like, fuck.
If he
Yeah.
actually next time, right? If we order as the same guy and he goes to the right entrance, I'm like, this guy's fucking with us.
Yeah,
This guy's trolling.
Yeah.
that's fucking hysterical. I've never used DoorDash or anything like that.
Usually it's not a problem.
Yeah, no, because usually
You read the comments.
you read the comments and the guy will call us, and we'll just have to say, yeah, just go around the corner.
Because it's not that hard. We're not like
No.
in the woods off a trail. Like you can see it from the street.
No, say like I can see
There's a
you in
sign.
the other parking lot. Just go around the corner, and you can see us. You
Yeah.
can literally see us from the street.
Yeah.
But this guy just didn't do that.
Yep.
So we got our money back, which was nice.
Very
so now
nice.
next week, $20 less for our lunch.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty sweet. Man, we all had a customer service incident, and they were all bad. Everyone. So that's good. That's
Yeah,
nice.
everything sucks.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely.
Speaking of things that suck, our podcast is coming to an end.
So,
Are we rounding out this one, or do you have anything else?
let me glance the notes briefly.
Because we don't want to run out for next one.
No, we didn't cover a lot, so I think we should.
I've
probably
just been
move on.
super busy with like real stuff this week from for actually like doing anything.
Yeah.
No, I think we're good. I'm good if you are.
Okay. So that's the end of the show. We're
Yep.
we're ending the show. This one right now. This episode is
It's not
over.
just any average episode though, Chris.
It's the 1 year episode. The 1 year. The one that's 52 weeks after the first one.
God damn.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, if you've been here from the beginning, then
You're
I
a
love
real
you.
one.
I love you.
I will find you. I will find you. And I'll give you a big fat kiss.
I've been here since the first episode.
He forgot the asterisk after kiss, which was on the cock and balls.
That just made my situation worse.
Yeah, you just made it worse
Yeah,
for him.
I don't know.
That's the point. Yeah.
So anyway,
I started blasting.
1 year. That's it.
Yeah, look out for the IRL video coming
Look out
up
for
soon.
the camping.
Yep.
That's gonna be a good fucking video. It's gonna
I'll be here
fun.
next episode too.
Yeah, you'll be here next episode.
Yeah, because we record these in pairs.
And you'll
Yeah.
be here for the camping video, which will be cool.
Yeah.
Alex asked us numerous times to go camping. So
Yeah, he was very adamant about this. Like when we proposed the idea. I don't know.
which is weird too, because you said you've never been camping, right?
Never been camping, but I like the idea of camping.
Yeah.
You're
I
like,
suppose.
okay, you're just like, I just want to be,
yeah.
just be out in the middle of nowhere.
I get-
Yeah, me and the boys out in the middle of nowhere, just bulling.
He saw an opportunity. He was
Fishing.
like, I've never been camping. They're going camping. You best motherfucking
Yeah,
take me, because
you-
we like passively
exactly.
mentioned
you
it.
better take me.
You take it's
just-
not optional.
The original thing was just
I'm
gonna be
coming
me.
either way.
The original thing was just gonna be me and Jordan.
Yeah, and then just I don't know. We passively brought it up at work, and I don't know. Anyway,
All right. Well,
but yeah, look out for that video. That's gonna be a good one. So
I think so. All right. Well, that's it. You want to remind everyone where they can find us?
yeah, if you want to stick around, which if you do, again, dick kisses all around, via Chris's succulent lips.
Oh my god. That's an admit that.
Anyway, you can find us natively on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Breaker, Radio Public, not Republic because they're stupid, and of course my favorite podcasting app, Pocket Casts.
God damn.
You can also import our RSS feed into your favorite podcasting app or media consumption app. You listen to us on Facebook. I bet you can import it to Facebook. Anyway,
Is this just muscle memory for you now? If you think about this intro or outro, you will just immediately forget it.
yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And contact us, Synapse Misfire at via. Fuck, see? That's what happened. You fucked me up.
You
See?
messed
got
up.
me.
I messed him up. I did it.
You fucked me up. Contact us. Email synapsemisfire@pm.me or drop a comment on the YouTube video. And as always, even though we never, ever, ever upload, and I have to give Chris, shit about this in 5 minutes, but find us on Instagram, Synapse Misfire. Instagram. Yeah. Bye.
See ya.
Okay. Bye.
God motherfucking damn.
Shut your bitch ass
You
up.
shut your
boy.
bitch ass up.
You alright, that's it. That's it, you little fuck.
All right. Both.
Little. You ain't want to talk to me about little.
Listen,
All
boy.
right. Hey, you rat-looking fucks! Stop arguing and both leave my house
Okay.
right now, expeditiously.
Alex, genuinely, do you think if we combined our forces and our frustrations, we could kill him right
Yes.
now?
Oh, probably. I think so.
All right.
Yes.
I ain't
All
even gonna hold you.